I'm Nick Pye and welcome to Pocket News for Thursday, the 8th of September. Today on the show, Sony finally admits to creating new consoles and real zombies. Alright, here's what's been making headlines, and first up, Sony finally officially announced the PlayStation Slim and Neo. Was that so hard, Sony? As they say, the truth shall set you free. First up, let's start with some boring, dry numbers for the Slim. You know, the exciting stuff first. According to Sony, they've cut 30% of the volume, 16 to 25% of the weight, and 28 to 34% of power usage, depending on which model of the current PS4 you have. Redesign aside, there's not a lot new about the Slim. In fact, it's actually less functional than the current PS4 model, as they've removed the optical audio port, which will definitely annoy people who use stupidly expensive headphones. Pete. The Slim console starts at $439 and is out next week on the 16th of September. Rolling out with the launch will be a system update which adds HDR support to all PlayStation consoles, including that old, inferior piece of crap that's on your TV cabinet right now. And making your current and future Slim purchase PS4s completely inadequate is the Neo, which has been officially dubbed the PlayStation Pro. This is the device with all the new bells and whistles. What's with the design though? It looks like a joke mock-up. It's like they've said to themselves, what would a cooler, more powerful PS4 look like? I know, it'll have another layer on top, like a hat. Either that or they hired the person who designed the Dead Space helmet. According to Sony, the hat, as we will now call the PlayStation Pro, has double the GPU power of the standard PS4 as well as a boosted CPU. The device launches with a base level 1TB hard drive and will support gaming in 4K with HDR if developers want to push for that, though the extra power can also be used to make native 1080p games look even slicker. Absurdly, it's not going to include a 4K Blu-ray drive, which means no 4K playback of non-streaming movies. What the hell? Even Microsoft had a dig at this one. Microsoft, the losers. Well, except for Nintendo. Microsoft tweeted a very selective checklist which gives the Xbox One S a leg up over Sony's hat. It's a whole lot of power, but PlayStation's lead system architect Mark Cerny has stressed that this is, quote, not the start of a new console generation, nor is it a console that's going to blur the lines between generations. Cerny's point was that all games will come for each new PlayStation on identical discs, and the hardware will work out how hard it can push the images. Though I would argue the lines have already been blurred, right? Because right now, as you're watching this, people have the choice to either buy one PlayStation 4 or pre-order two others. That's three machines that basically do the same thing, except one has a hat. And that hat launches at 560 Australian dollars on the 10th of November, which is just a month and a half after the Slim. I just don't know who's gonna buy this stuff, right? It's like if you don't own a PlayStation, why would you buy the Slim? Because you could just buy the hat. If you do own a PlayStation, but you don't own a 4K television, why would you buy the hat? Because it's not that much better than your current PlayStation, except it's wearing a hat. And there's, 4K isn't that big at the moment, and HDR is only just starting. And if you do care about 4K and HDR that much, then you're probably playing on a PC anyway. And we're all gonna get HDR to all of our hatless PS4s anyway. The PlayStation 5 will probably be released in 2 years, and it will have all this stuff and more. Sure, some VR games could look better, but when I buy PlayStation VR, I'm already shelling out like $550 for that. I don't want to spend another $560 to buy a hat. So it feels like I'm being punished for wanting PlayStation VR because I bought your console 2 years ago when you wanted me to. And that's the very thing that put you in the position where you're ahead of the rest of the consoles, and now you're potentially screwing that up. I just don't understand what's going on. But let me know if you are interested in this. If you're gonna buy this, if you're gonna buy any one of these new consoles, then let me know in the comments. I was excited though about the games, and all of those games will work on my non-hat. During the show, Sony showed off a number of games running on the hat, including some sexy New Horizon gameplay, which was very reminiscent of Shadow of the Colossus. We also got to see a 3-minute gameplay demo of Mass Effect Andromeda. It looks very Mass Effect-y, but now it has the smoke monster from Lost. EA announced that more information on the game will be revealed on N7 Day, the 7th of November. I hope they also reveal information on what the hell Lost was. But Sony weren't the only company last night to show off new hardware that ruins all of your existing headphones. Apple also took the stage to unveil the iPhone 7. One of the more promising upgrades to the design is the inclusion of the A10 Fusion processor, which they claim is the most powerful chip to ever grace the innards of a mobile phone. And I believe them, because why would they make a shittier phone? Apple's Vice President Phil Schiller exclaimed that, quote, "The jumps in performance are just staggering," and went on to say that the new chip will deliver console-level performance. And I believe him, at least if we're talking about Nintendo level of performance. And wasn't I surprised as Shiggy hopped up on stage to introduce Nintendo's next big mobile game, Mario Run. It's a simple runner which will launch on iOS sometime in December and then come to Android devices later. Even if those NX design leaks are fake, it is now clear that the Wii U will be supplanted by a handheld touchscreen device either way. I'm actually really excited about the Mario Run game because it's just, I mean, it's pretty much what Mario is, right? Except in other Mario games, you could choose to stop at any point. It just seems like the perfect Mario game to put on a phone. I'm really, really keen for that. Unfortunately, Nintendo also had some bad news for mobile gamers. The planned releases of Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem for mobile phones may have been delayed until next year. In a press release promoting their poster boy Mario, they noted that the release window for their other, less important titles has been knocked back. Both games now have an officially ambiguous launch window of sometime between now and March of 2017, but Nintendo told IGN that neither would be ready before Mario Run's December release. Woo! Now it's time for Thing of the Day. The Thing of the Day.
Front side protection.
The Thing of the Day.
It's 30 plus.
The Thing of the Day.
It lasts for hours and hours and hours.
The Thing of the Day. No one really wants to know what a zombie game would look like in real life. All the viscera, guns, and disgusting parkour would be too much to bear. But in promoting mobile game Last Empire War Z, the team at Ampersound wanted to show you exactly how much disgusting parkour there would be. Disgusting. The Thing of the Day.
Front side protection.
The Thing of the Day.
It's 30 plus.
The Thing of the Day.
It lasts for hours and hours and hours.
The Thing of the Day. Alright, that is it for today's Pocket News. My Pocketeers. This afternoon on our YouTube channel, I check out The Turing Test, a puzzle game kind of akin to Portal. It's actually quite good. I would recommend watching that, if only for my beautiful face. And also, I will be doing an Ask Pocket tomorrow, so if you have asks, let me know. Let me know down there what you want to ask. Maybe I'll answer them. And if you're looking for someone to sort of weep with when I don't answer what you asked for Pocket, then join the Pocketeers Facebook group and Steam group. I don't know why you'd cry about that. There are links for everything I just said in the description below. Today's Thing of the Day graphic was made by Angus Lloyd. If you have made a thing, please send it in until we next assemble. My Pocketeers, Nick Boyer. Da 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 da. Nick Boyer. Da 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 da. Nick Boyer. Da 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 da. John, take it away. Reasons here, and I've seen a map of Australia in the game, but I guess my question is, have you ever seen a map of Australia? Because like I don't know what's going on there.
So that's a good question.
That is a good question.
So yes,
isn't it?
we have seen maps of Australia many times.